right now.
After months of waiting, Fox 17 has received the Michigan State Police independent report into the death of Patrick Lyoya. It was released to us through a Freedom of Information Act request.
It contains all the evidence linked to the case, and it's the report Kent County Prosecutor Chris Becker used to bring second-degree murder charges against former GRPD officer Christopher Schurr. Our Michael Martin and Doug Reardon, they spent the entire day reading the hundreds of pages in this report. We start things off with Doug, who has 5 big takeaways for us tonight. Doug?
Yeah, good evening, Max and Janice. We submitted that Freedom of Information Act request for this report the same week that Patrick Lyoya was killed. That was on April 4th, and we finally got it back today. So here are 5 of the most significant things we found in that report. Not all of them necessarily new, mind you. First, the GRPD cruiser that Christopher Schurr was driving was equipped with an automatic license plate reader, but that is not what flagged Patrick Lyoya's car tags. Remember, that was the reason for their whole interaction in the first place, was mismatched tags on the Nissan he was driving. The report says Schurr saw Lyoya on the side of the road and instead manually ran his license plate, finding it didn't match the Nissan. In fact, the report states that Schurr wasn't even trained on use of the department's license plate reader software and didn't have a user profile in it. Second takeaway, witnesses who saw the incident, they described it back to police almost exactly as how it played out on videos we've seen of the incident, and there were a couple of them. Most people on the block, it turns out, were asleep or heard or saw nothing, but 2 witnesses who saw the struggle recounted that Schurr gave Lyoya commands to stop and to drop the taser several times. One witness told police later that day that the officer was, quote, not wrong in their eyes, but that it, quote, didn't have to go this way. Third takeaway, in the days and weeks after the killing, Christopher Schurr was asked twice by Michigan State Police investigators to sit for an interview or submit a written statement of what happened. Once that week, and then the week of April 13th. Now, Schurr did submit a written report of his account, but that was it. It just scrolled by me. It's just a black box. The MSP report entirely redacts every single word of his statement, except for his signatures at the bottom of the page. We do suspect that this is for legal reasons because, again, remember, Schurr is the defendant in an ongoing homicide case. Now, as for the body camera, that's our 4th takeaway. We knew that Schurr's body camera stopped recording, stopped working at some point during his struggle with Lyoya. The report states that it was shut off, quote, due to a button press, but that's all it says. It happened 3 minutes and 32 seconds after it was activated when Schurr initiated that traffic stop. And then finally, our 5th takeaway. It turns out that Schurr had an almost identical incident last year, and the incident summary was contained in this report. We'll turn it over to Michael Martin for more on that tonight.
Thanks, Doug. It's a strikingly similar incident that we see back on August 18th of last year. Explained in Schurr's own words, according to a police report, Schurr was patrolling on the city's southeast side when he noticed a GMC Yukon driving without a license plate. He says the vehicle was doing 45 in a 25-mile-per-hour zone, so he tries to catch up with the driver.
Eventually, the driver jumps out of the Yukon. Schurr says he yells, quote, stop, police, and then begins a foot chase. He tackles the suspect near Godwin and Stores. Schurr says the two struggled on the ground, and the suspect began grabbing at his waistband. In a report, the former officer says, quote, due to blank's strength, I was not able to gain control of him. Therefore, I used my department-issued taser to deploy a cartridge in the middle of his back from approximately a foot away. In this incident, Schurr's body camera, along with 2 plastic baggies and over $9,000 in cash, fell into a nearby storm drain. So how are GRPD's body-worn cameras attached to officers? Grand Rapids Police Chief Eric Winstrom explained back in April.
It depends. There's 2 ways. They're either attached by a very strong magnet to a metal plate inside a shirt or a vest carrier, or there's actually like a large hook that goes in, and they are fairly secure if you run.
In this case, his camera, even submerged at the bottom of a storm drain, was still recording by the time it was fished out.
That technology is such that it's a record, not only every time it turns on and off, but every time the button is tapped. So to turn a body-worn camera off once it's activated, the officer has to hold the button steady for 3 seconds.
Which we know is what happened during Schurr's deadly encounter with Lyoya, less than 8 months after the incident at Godwin and Stores. The body cam manufacturer Axon said in a report that Scher's camera was working properly on April 4th and even includes a lengthy rundown of everything internal and external happening with the device on that morning.
But if you're in a fight with an individual, it's not that difficult to dislodge.
Details on how Scher's camera was operating back in August of 2021 aren't clear in the reports we currently have, just that it continued to record throughout.
And it's worth noting that prosecutor Chris Becker here in Kent County waited for some time to receive the report back from Axon, the manufacturer of GRPD's body camera and tasers. And eventually they said that both of Scher's devices were working properly during his stop of Patrick Lyoya. For now, live in the newsroom, Michael Martin, Fox 17 News.